Welcome to the Grab the Map podcast, where we don't just look at it, we grab the map. Today's topic, why real estate investing works. Why real estate investing works. I'm your host, Johnoson Crutchfield, and I invest in rental real estate. I like to buy properties that are needing work. I like to fix them up, and then I like to put a tenant in them and rent those properties out for a long time. Yes, we do a little flipping. Yes, from time to time, we might wholesale a property, but for the most part, we are buying assets and letting the tenants pay for them. This is why I love real estate investing and why I love rental real estate. Today, we're going to talk about why real estate investing works, and I teach this in my education course at grabthemapllc.com. You can find us there. You can enroll in our education course. You can join our weekly mastermind, where every week at 6 o'clock on Mondays, we talk about rental real estate. We jump in a call, we jump in a group, and we just have all kinds of people that talk about investing in rental real estate. Yeah, there's a fee for being in that mastermind, because we want to make sure that you're serious. We want to make sure that you're actually an investor and that you understand that you're investing in your education. So you can also email me, grabthemap@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you. I answer every single email that goes in that account. Now, why does real estate investing work? Okay. You hear a lot of people out here telling you that you can make $1 million by doing this or that. You can have a lot of passive income that just comes in your bank account and you can't seem to stop it because it comes from nowhere. It comes from everywhere. It's all kinds of things and marketing strategies out here to convince you that you can get rich with those strategies. Look, you can get rich with some of those strategies. You can make a lot of money with some of those strategies. You can take a lot care of your family with a lot of those strategies. I've got a buddy right now who makes a lot of money in the stock market. He invests in the stock market. He invests large sums of money, and he probably makes what I make in a whole month. He makes it in a day in the stock market. It works for him, right? But there is something that works for me, and it is certainly possible that it could work for you, and that's real estate investing. More people have become wealthy and have grown their wealth from investing in real estate than any other investment tool. And if you look out there at the people that you want to emulate, if you look out there at the people that you consider financially successful, there's a large chance that they have invested in real estate, and that real estate has been one of the things that has helped them sustain or grow their wealth. Why does real estate investing work? Well, the reason that it works, number one, is that it is a proven investment tool. Real estate is not something that just came up overnight. Real estate investing has been happening for thousands of years. Land is something that is finite. It is not ever going to be able to be created. It is something that we do not have more of, okay? And land has value. And over time, as more people are born and all of us have babies and all of us are continuing to build and develop on the land will continue to be worth more and more. Examples of this are all in our society. The Louisiana Purchase that took place in the 1800s took place in the early 1800s with a land value that was right at, $15 million. For $15 million, France sold what is largely considered today to be Louisiana, Kansas, North Dakota, this huge span of land that represents a third of the value of the United States for $15 million, which today that land would be valued in the trillions. Okay. Now, my numbers might not all be correct there, but my point is this. Real estate investing works because it is a proven strategy that you can buy assets, and if you can hold on to them over time, those assets will just continue to go up in value. Now, the real estate that's being developed on them might need some work. It might need to be maintained. It might need to be improved, but the land will continue to go up in value as long as there are more and more people that continue to be born and continue to have a useful need for the land. And that has just continued to happen year after year after year after year. Don't you want to invest in something that's proven? Don't you want to invest in something that's time honored, right? That's number one. Number two, there is no cap on the income that can be produced from real estate investing. So this is not like getting a job, right? This is not like getting a employment situation where your employment is going to tell you you can work for $15 an hour and you can work up to 40 hours a week, and you can multiply that and figure out what you're going to make in a month. And that number is going to be fixed. They could offer you bonuses. They could offer you commissions. And those numbers are always going to be fixed. There's going to always be a limit to how much you can grow your income in those fields. But in real estate investing, if you're willing to build a business, if you're willing to spend the time, if you're willing to network and grow a team, there is no cap on the income that can be created from a real estate investing business. It works because the potential is unlimited. And it is only limited by your mindset, by your work ethic, and by your education, all of which can be improved, right? That is why real estate investing works. You can always learn more, you can always do more, and you can always change your mind to think bigger. And that's another reason why real estate investing works. Number three, I've never seen a place where you can borrow more money than with real estate. Banks love real estate. They call real estate collateral. To the bank, real estate is something that secures their loan. And if you bring them a great piece of real estate and you want to borrow some money, real estate is great collateral. I can speak as somebody who's borrowed millions of dollars. And as somebody who's borrowed millions of dollars with coming from very humble beginnings, coming from a family that didn't borrow much money at all, real estate can change your life. Real estate can allow you to borrow money that is paid back by someone else. You see, most of the time when we borrow money, we might buy a car or a personal home or a motorcycle or a boat, and we've got to take the money that we earn in the marketplace and come back and smack that payment. And we've got to smack that payment until we smack it all away. But in real estate investing, you can borrow huge sums of money, millions and millions and trillions and billions and all of those numbers of dollars. And you can have your tenants, the people that are renting the property from you, smack those payments. And every time that they smack those payments, you get richer. You get wealthier. Now, is this a fast process? No. Is this a overnight process? No. Is this a get rich quick scheme? Absolutely not. But I tell you this, the more you scale, the more tenants that you have smacking those debt payments, the more you borrow on good debt, and the more you have other people paying that good debt off, the faster you will get wealthy. Real estate investing works because you can borrow and you can have other people pay back money that you owe and thereby increase your wealth. You see, real estate investing also works because there are tons of examples and role models out here that can help you get in the game. You see, in some businesses, they are so niche that there are only a few select people that have gotten really wealthy at them. In some places, there are certain people that have to spend time and hours and lots of years to get expertise. You see, that was the stock market for me. There were all kinds of gurus out here that promised to teach me how to trade stocks and how to day trade and how to invest for the long term in a way that would allow me to make great returns in the stock market. But it always seemed like 99% of people who got involved in the stock market failed. And I was just not stupid enough to believe that I would be one of the 1% of people that would win in that game. And I was not. I lost money in the stock market. But in real estate, there are tons more examples of people that buy property, rent it out, and let the tenants pay their income down. And when they don't have a note on it anymore, those properties produce tons of income for them month after month, year after year. And those people are examples all around us. Everybody, just look around. You can find an uncle or an aunt or grandma or papa or auntie or a cousin that is investing in real estate, selling real estate, wholesaling real estate, flipping real estate, and you can find successful examples all over around you in those areas. That's another reason why real estate investing works. So I want to ask you and I want to challenge you on today's short podcast. Do you want to get in a business that works? If you do, think about investing in rental real estate. Think about growing your rental real estate business and come join us in our community at Grab the Map Education. We are available at grabthemapllc.com, where we invest in rental real estate, where we educate you so that you can be prepared and so that you can execute with a plan. We teach you, we support you, but we also are actively doing deals. And you want to have people around you and in your network that are actively doing deals. I hope this podcast has been helpful to you. I hope it convinces you or reinforces with you that real estate investing works. This has been another podcast by Grab the Map, where we don't just look at it, we grab the map.